subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
You know what I'm saying? We was always in the unit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we was in Three Rivers. So a lot of us met in Three Rivers. So I got transferred because I got shot. I had an open wound. My
Wait. So
wound.
you was in there, you, KK, Big Dez, all y'all in the same time?
Yeah, we was in the same unit. You know, we was on the same yard.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Dez, KK, Keith Babin. I'm trying to remember the people that I know that were from South Park. Mr. Cooper. You know what I'm saying? It's some old school cats. You know what I'm saying? But it was low, like I got transferred because of my situation. I got shot. But see, everybody think I got shot. The nigga shot me on the street. The nigga shot me on the street. Yeah, but at the same time, I had an open wound. I got.
So you went to jail shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to jail. I went to the feds. Said my case was theft of government property. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended up going fed. You know what I'm saying? It's like I went to the feds, theft of government property. You know what I'm saying? I stole the FBI car. Broke in the FBI car and with some guns and shit like that. That's how I went fed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I went through that motherfucker, that's how I ended up meeting them. You know what I'm saying? It's like I started out in Three Rivers. So when I left from Three Rivers, then I got transferred. You know what I'm saying? I went up top. You know what I'm saying? Up Springfield, Missouri, Rochester. You know what I'm saying? In other words, I did most of my time upstate, up top. So.
Yeah. What about did you take was it Corey Blunt Suburban or something like that?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago, but yeah.
Where was that at? Like, talk about that. How did you?
I ain't know who the fuck. I know that truck in this.
You ain't know who it was. You just knew this is a bourbon I wanted.
And man, I remember that, me and my partner Scarhead Dre. We was sitting in the car.
Where were y'all? Where was it at?
It was Harvey Airport. It was a motel right by Harvey. And it was like we was sitting in the car, man. It took us like, I ain't gonna say it didn't take no time to take the car, but it was like how shit was going at the time. It was like the car kept screaming, but I don't know, man. Life. When I snapped and realized this a fucking airport, nigga. Every time that motherfucking plane take off, I can handle my business. You know what I'm saying? So when I snapped, it was about like 4 o'clock in the morning when the nigga finally got him. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it was crazy. But I didn't know who truck it was. But it's like, yeah. Motherfucker climbed up on that motherfucker same way with dead shit. It's just that cord never came out. You know what I'm saying? But nigga pushed that shit off, went around the corner. Whoop, flatlined his ass. I ain't trying to say it like that, but took it because I went for to take it back because I had a Impala. I had a 72 Impala, I had Dayton's on it, and I was pushing the truck. I pushed it. This bitch ass record truck got behind me, so I couldn't push it to the hood because I had to push it across ship channel, and yeah, I ended up taking a bitch around the corner and took all the shit out that motherfucker. Let me add some shit in that motherfucker. Corey, I had some shit in that motherfucker, man. Add some shit in that motherfucker. Man, he worked me.
Talk about, because, I mean, I know you were doing all that, but at the same time, though, y'all were one of the first ones at SwishaHouse.
Oh, with the SwishaHouse thing, man, that shit crazy. Because it's like, as we talking about that shit.
Because it started in Rosewood. That's just,
yeah. All that shit started, but like how it crunk up, that shit was crazy because how we was hustling. It's like when we was waiting for shit, we get back. It's like how the tape. I don't know how that shit went, but like when the nigga grabbed the tape, when I finally take, when I was coming across, as I was talking to you one time, I was telling you about Pat car. You know what I'm saying? It was that blue car, but see, Pat car was red. You know what I'm saying? All his car was red. You know, I know that, but it was a 7 Deuce. And like I think they say KK had the car, a couple people had the car. I don't know who called actually.
Which color was the 7?
It was blue.
That's 380.
Okay, but I don't know. But that car got stolen like 3 times.
KK had a green one.
It was like 2 times because it got stolen 2 times. Because the first time I got it, it had the surround sound shit and all this shit. That bit was nice. That bit was real nice. You know, that's where all the tapes. That's where all the tapes come from. There's a bunch of tapes in that motherfucker. And when I got back to the hood, it's like I was doing my thing with the car, but all the tapes was fucking vanished. But I remember that one tape. There was one tape, and that one tape was like talking about us. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to the tape, and I never found the tape again. But it was like that motherfucker tape. We know where you stay in your Rosewood. I was like, what the fuck? And that shit rung a bell on me. I was like, so bam. It's like with Michael Watts, that shit was crazy because at that time, it's like Watts was doing his tapes, but like Watts used to make the bullshit ass tapes at K Bargain. And we used to wake him up in the morning at nighttime, then wake him up in the morning because he was a DJ, and go fuck with him. That was Sega Genesis. That go to show you how long ago that was. Sega Genesis. We come there to play the game and bullshit, yoga in that motherfucker high, fucking around with the Sega Genesis. I'm fucking with the man equipment. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how to make this tape, this and that, and watch to get up. Man, God, what y'all doing? we play something, make some memories, I record something, man. So we would record shit, and actually it got put down. He like, man, I'm gonna sell it to Cape Morgan. I'm gonna sell it. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nigga, like he was saying, like he said it himself, you know what I'm saying? The shit that we was saying and we was making, I never seen. Now don't get me wrong, I heard one of our tapes because we made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, that's just a diamond in the rough. Because the motherfucker had it and it played in my car a couple of times. It's like, we young, nigga. What my motherfucking tape at? What tape at? It's gone. You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen it again. But like I say, we young. I don't know, but 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? It was little, well, Screw Tape was great. His shit was Maxwell, something else. You know what I'm saying? Had the shit on. He was selling like K-Bar. You know what I'm saying? But I remember him making the tapes, and at the end of the tapes was supposed to be our freestyle. But our freestyle never came. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I heard my tape, but I never, me, Yogi, it was me, Yogi, David. But I never actually, I heard us in my tape that, but us being at that age, smoking and doing what we doing, it's like we switching cars and shit like, nigga, get my tape, get my tape, get my tape, get my tape. Bitch gone. You know what I'm saying? But like as he said, he got them hoes. Where they at?
From what I heard, they started, the SwishaHouse that everybody knows was the North Side 7 and North Side 8.
Yeah.
But before that was y'all.
Yeah, and like I say, but that's what pissed me off. That's what kind of put me into where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, I know you, you know me. I got your phone number. I call you right now. You answer the phone. It's like, what's up, Alvin? I'm like, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, David Glenn's still down there. You know what I'm saying? If that's your people, that's just like with Pimp C. When Pimp C was down there, man, people looked out for Pimp. You know what I'm saying? David Glenn down there right now. Who looking out for David Glenn? That's my partner. You know what I'm saying? It's like, still to this day, it's like, I ain't got nothing to help him. You know what I'm saying? His he down there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? This G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? He been down there. He done went through the battles and all that shit, fighting the south side, north side, this and that. I ain't a stain on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to be in jail and chill. Ain't nobody pull up on me. Don't get me wrong. You come up on me, I'm gonna fuck you off. But that's the whole point. Ain't nobody never came to me. You know what I'm saying? Aggressive. But nothing like that. Because I'm like, I'm cool. I fuck with everybody.
Donnie Houston.